So, good morning, Petra. Thank you for joining me today. How are you?
Thank you, Katja, for having me in your podcast. It
Sure.
is a real honor, and
Thank
I'm
you.
happy to be here.
Thank you. Thank you.
And yes, I am happy. I have made my happiness routine early in the morning. So the day was, till now, it was great. And now
Awesome.
I guess it will be even greater.
It will be even greater. Absolutely. We joked before, just minutes before we started, that it's good that we are happy, right? And you said it now.
Yes,
I'm happy because we will really today talk about happiness, right?
yes.
And happiness at work, which is very, two worlds like work and happy. So how can they go together, right? We will talk about this in a minute or two. But now let's start with something simple, maybe. I'm not sure if it's simple, but you will say it. You will say your opinion about this. So do you believe that it's possible to be happy? Like that you don't work for it, like you're just happy. Is it possible to be happy?
Yes, definitely. It is possible to be happy because otherwise I wouldn't do it.
You would do the work,
But
yeah.
let's get serious. Already Aristotle said that happiness is the ultimate goal of human life.
Right.
So centuries, thousands of years, people are asking themselves, what is happiness? What can make me happy? And we all want to be happy. When researchers, scientists ask parents, for example, what do you want for your children? Most of them say, I want them to be happy.
True.
Then it's the money and education, everything else, but first it's happiness. And yes, it is possible to be happy. It is also scientifically proven. A lot of researches has been made since positive psychology evolved, because science of happiness is somehow a part of positive psychology. And it is very interesting that one of these happy researchers with her colleagues found they created the formula for happiness. And it says that around 50 percentage of our happiness is determined by our genes. It's in our DNA.
Wow.
And 10 percentage is about circumstances, like where we live, how old are we, how much do we get paid at work, what kind of if we have husband or wife or we have children. And 40 percentage of our happiness is depends on us.
Wow.
How
Okay.
we behave, how we
Right.
think, how we act. And it is therefore it's very important that we are grateful, that we are optimistic, that we communicate positively, that we can find good things, happiness in our small things during the day. And yes, that we are aware that our lives are good, even though we complain a lot, like that it's also our nature, but our lives are good.
Very, very interesting. So even though 50% are genes, we still have a lot of maneuvering space, right? We still
Yep,
can
yep.
actually, yeah, impact the way we feel, maybe, or think, or see the world, right? So tell me, Petra, let's go back maybe to the beginning, or let's start before we go into how you became familiar with this routines, or let's say with this whole business. Because what I heard from you is like, okay, if we work, so if we actually try, then we can be happy, right? So I believe routines are maybe important when you want to establish a habit of becoming happy, let's say. So can you tell me maybe how does your day or routine look like? And if you have a favorite day, now this would be really interesting.
Yes. Actually, every day is my favorite day.
Oh, okay. Also Monday.
Also Monday. Yes, even though a lot of people have like these notes on Sunday evening when they think about the Monday, and the Monday is really not a very popular day.
Absolutely not.
It's also the fact that the third Monday in the year, in January, it's
Yeah.
the saddest day of the year.
Yeah, yes.
So Mondays really have a bad reputation, but we can turn it around, and we can make Mondays really an opportunity to look forward what is coming in the new week.
Absolutely.
So one of my routines is also that on Sunday evening, I make myself a list. What am I looking forward to in the new week? The things that are going to be great, the things that I'm going to accomplish, what's going to happen, is there any fun I'm going to have, to put a focus on good things that will happen to me in the coming week.
Wow. So every week, every Sunday, you make a new list, let's say. Wow, this is really nice.
Yeah.
And how long does this take you to make a list and this routine plan?
With the practice, not long anymore. But at the beginning, of course, you have to reflect on yourself. You have to plan a little. You have to think about it. So it's at the beginning it takes a little time, but then it's a part of the day. So like in the morning when I wake up, when I open my eyes, I put on a smile on my face. Even if maybe I'm not always wanting to be smiling, or I don't want to smile, but I somehow force myself to do it, because when my lips move up, then they send the signals to my brains, and my brains think, oh, Petra is happy, Petra is feeling good, and they send me those happy chemical stuff all over my body. And actually, I feel better. Then, when I get up from my bed, I first put on the floor my right leg, because of this superstitious of the left leg, and if you wake up with the left leg, you won't be having a good day, and so on. And then I say to myself something positive, even if it's just everything is going to be okay, or you got this, or something. And then the day begins. I open up to the opportunities, and I'm really looking forward to every day what's going to bring it to me, because next to the things that I have planned, like different meetings or tasks or everything, there's always open space. There's always people who bring you opportunities. There's always something that comes along, and
True.
If I feel it, I just use it, I respond to it.
That's really nice.
It's really great. Sometimes it can be really amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. It can surprise you in many ways, positively, absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you take us to the beginning now, let's say to the start, I did mention happiness and work, right? So let's talk a little bit about this. How did you begin with this career, and what do you actually do? So what is your profession, but also mission, let's say, because I feel it's really a mission.
Yes, it's definitely a mission. Actually, it all began when I finished my my faculty. I started working in a communication agency, and my big passion there was employee communication. I really enjoyed doing it. I was in this agency then for 18 years, doing a lot of different stuff, really with great people, with great clients. We were really creating amazing stories, and it was really great. Then I became a mother. And my priorities changed, my values changed, and somehow I felt that I need something more, that I'm able to do something more, like more of a mission thing, something, a purpose for my
only
work,
yours,
purpose in life. Yes. And then the life took care of everything, and suddenly I was jobless. And wondering what am I going to do next. So me and my colleague Maya, we decided that we are going to do something together. Okay, but what? And we were trying some stuff like communication, like social media communication, but it didn't really resonate with us. Then somehow we came across Alexander Kierov, who is a very renowned expert on happiness at work. We started to read his blogs, to listen to his videos, reading his books. And we kind of felt that's it. That's what we want to do. And we went to the Copenhagen to Chief Happiness Officer Academy, his academy, and we came back to Slovenia and started to spread the mission that we need to be happy at work, because we more than 13 years of our life we spent at work.
Yeah.
With colleagues, with our leaders, bosses, and it should be a good time. We should have a good time. We should do things that fulfill us, that give us energy, because when we finish with our work and we go home, we bring all those feelings with us, and we reflect those feelings onto our families, friends, and if we are okay, they are okay. If we are not okay, they are also not okay. And if we are in stress, they feel it, and we're not always kind to them, because we are stressful and we have this overload, and we have all this stuff on our mind. So we decided that we are going to show people that happiness at work can be a way of life.
Yeah. Okay.
And organizations as well. That organizations can make positive, motivational, encouraging working environments where people grow and thrive and are happy and are productive and do a really good job, and everything is great. So we are doing a lot of different workshops, lectures, speeches. We also have our own academy,
Wow.
Chief Happiness Officers Academy in Slovenia for 5 years, and last year we started also in Croatia. So basically we are creating awareness that what is happiness at work, why is it important, and that it's possible, and to show how it's possible, how to create it for people, like individuals, for teams, and for organizations.
Wow. Sounds really interesting. And you said Chief Happiness Officer. I wrote it down. So it sounds like because what you do basically, what people would suddenly understand is, okay, she works with happiness, so she works and teaches us how to be happy. So how can this be a job or work? Did you maybe find that people don't quite get immediately what you are telling them? Like when you come to your clients in the office, even, where there are some protocols, rules, people are, I would say, initially not really happy. They are focused maybe, but not really happy or joyful. So how does this then translate? Do people get it? Do they understand when you tell them what you are, and how is this a job even? Did you maybe sometimes get skeptical looks or, raised eyebrows? What does she do? Chief Happiness Officer?
Yeah. There are a lot of different reactions.
Okay.
Once one friend asked, when we were talking, what am I doing? And so I said I'm Chief Happiness Officer.
Right.
And she asked, so you can tell me what are the winning lottery numbers?
Oh,
no, I can't.
So you can predict the future too.
Yeah, really different reactions.
Wow.
And sometimes they think that we are clowns, like always happy, dancing, and
right. Yeah.
trying people to be to feel this toxic positivity when you should be happy all the time. Like we see this in the movies, in the commercials. Like happiness is really used thing, because everybody's trying to use happiness for some some intentions like selling more things or similar. But when we talk about happiness, we talk about the happiness which is lasting one. It's not this instant
Right,
boosters and
right,
instant
right,
speaks, yes,
right. Yeah.
but it is lasting, and it make people that they can cope with different challenges, and they even if something not so good happened to them, they can raise, they can work again, they can be optimistic again, they're prepared for life, they are responsible. So this happy happy life, it's a really, for me, happy life, it's something different from what other people think it's happy life. Actually, it's happiness is very subjective thing, and it means for everyone something different. So there
Absolutely.
is also not a common definition what is
Right,
happiness. We have a
right.
lot of definitions, and but yeah, if you feel that you are happy, you are happy. That's most important. When you ask yourself, am I happy? And if you can say yes, then you are happy. But most of the time we use the definition that says that happiness is made of like three areas. First is relationships with like partner and family. Then it is friends, that you have good friends. And the third part is already work. Work is really, really very important. Also, when we look at our life, if we live approximately 80 years, we sleep around 26 years.
Wow. Yeah.
Then we try to fall asleep for 7 years, and we work 13 years. So work
Yeah.
is really important.
Really important.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree. So before we go on, tell me, Petra, so what is happiness for you? Because you told me it's subjective. Yeah. For me, for example, happiness equals calmness. If I'm calm, then I know I'm happy. For me, it's
Yeah.
just calmness, like, or presence, even presence, for example, that I'm
Yeah.
present in the moment. This is for me
Yeah.
total happiness. So, what is for you, for example, happiness? So, what does it depict for you, being happy?
My happiness is really colorful because it is made of really small different things, and the things that wake up feelings in me and creating happy memories. Like it can be, this podcast makes me happy because I like talking to great people, to positive people. I like talking about happiness and
Right.
positive stuff. Then coffee makes me happy. My family makes me happy a lot, really a lot. A dog makes me happy.
Right.
Sunsets, shoes,
Yeah, so a lot of points, yeah.
food sometimes, music. I love music, books. So there's really a lot of things that make me happy. And if I can help people make me happy.
Right.
If somebody come to me and say, well, Petra, the thing that you said in your video, or in that you something you wrote on your Facebook, it really made my day, it really helped me, and this is really important for me. And when we have workshops, for example, and when people go home and with a smile on their face, it's really amazing.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree with you absolutely. Yeah, when we work with people and you see the transformation, right? It's
Yeah.
absolutely mind blowing. Yeah, it's the best feeling of happiness as well. Yeah, this is true. Absolutely, I agree with you. If we now go to your work, let's say, so you told us that you work that you actually bring happiness to work. So I would assume that you work with probably companies or even individual people. But what I'm interested in is the session, right? So you come in. So how does this progress? How does this procedure go when you visit a client, visit them at the office? Do they come to you? And what kind of tools do you usually use to make people happy at work, or teach them how to be happy at work?
Well, we always go to their place, to their offices. to their offices. First, we talk a lot with them, with people who hire us. They're mostly HR people or leaders most of the time, or communicators as well. We talk a lot with them, asking questions about the people, about their working environments, their working days, and everything. And then we do the analysis. We do the survey among employees, or we do the focus discussions. Sometimes we do even personal interviews, depends on the team, the how big is the team. And because we really want to know the people, because all our educations, our workshops, lectures are custom made. We don't want to be like this instant something that helps everybody and nobody. So we really put focus on the team and on people. According to the findings from these service interviews, discussions, we prepare the plan. We present everything. We communicate a lot. What are the steps? What are we doing? What's going on next? What did we find out? Really, we communicate a lot, because communication is the thing
Absolutely.
that builds relationships.
Yeah.
And without communications, you cannot function.
Absolutely. I agree with you. Very
So
well.
we make a plan, and then according to this plan, then we execute different activities. We do educational activities where we teach people how to fish, how to be happy.
How to be
That
happy.
they take care of themselves.
Right.
It's good that happiness is planned, well thought about it. That they should be consistent with their happiness. So yeah, we teach them how to do it. That's on the individual level. Then on the team level, a lot of times we make a team manifesto where people talk about what is good in their teams, what is aligning them, what they want for the future, what kind of team they would like to be, what kind of behaviors they want to have. And when they set this manifesto, we then make together a plan how they're going to live this, how they're going to live this happiness, what are they going to do. We build a lot on what they already have.
Yeah.
And with small steps, that it's not, we want to show that happiness really is not something big or something really that you need a lot of money, that you need a lot of everything, but it can happen so smoothly every day with small steps that can become a kind of routine, a way of life. Happiness is a way of life.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's something
And then we also measure it.
okay.
After some time, we also do another survey or discussion or something to see what was the progress, what happened, and then we make some new plans or leave the way it is, or depends.
Sounds really interesting. How long does this usually, transformation, let's say, how does this transformational process last? Or do you have like how long is your program usually? You did say that you custom made everything, so you tailor them. But, on average, how many months maybe or weeks do people need to, take a first step, do the transformation?
Yes, if it is about big transformation, like transforming organizational culture,
right?
Then we can talk in years, 3 years probably. But when it's about the team, within, let's say, big organization or something, it's can be shorter, like half a year or something, but depends on the results of the measurement, where if they are actually living it. Because if they are not, if they're just, we have workshop and they're really motivated, but when they come into their real life, the pressures of the work and everything is sometimes really much bigger, than people expect, or that people expect, and the happiness is put aside or
Yeah.
forgotten or anything.
Yeah, yeah, interesting. So, Petra, tell us challenges. So, tell me about the challenges. What do people like at work, struggle the most? Because I remember when we did the, pre-discussion about, our podcast, you did tell me that people have a specific challenge of having hard time of accepting compliments or giving compliments or being complimented. There is something going on with the compliments. Tell us a little bit about this. What did you find?
Yes, actually, we do every year we do survey in Slovenia how good are our working days, and
Mm,
part of this survey are also things that make people unhappy at work.
right, right, right.
And now we are doing it for 6 years, and every year is at the top: overload with work.
I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Over. Yeah.
people are overloaded. And then relations. Second place are always relations with colleagues, with leaders, with bosses. It's always the same. Last year was very interesting because right after these relations were compliments and recognition, and saying that people really miss this at work. And then we were researching things, talking with people, and actually they say that, for example, when employees have these annual reviews, annual interviews with their leaders actually notice their achievements, what they're doing good, and they make a list. And at this annual review, annual interview, they read them everything, almost a lot of things that they did good. But it should be done when they do something good, not
Right.
after a year and
Exactly.
in a
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So people really miss to be recognized, to be praised. And there are some researches that show that people would love to be stuck on the airport with their boss, just to be with them and to talk with them,
Wow.
to get some feedback from them,
Wow.
because people really want this feedback, this
Right.
especially if it's a
Right.
positive one, of
Right.
course. And there are some researchers also show that they would be willing to be paid less just for the sake to get recognized and
Wow.
praised.
Wow. I did. Wow. This is.
So it's really quite an issue in working environments. And also researchers show that when we ask employees, do you receive how often do you receive praise or recognition, they say not often. But when we ask them, how often do you give recognition or praise to others, they say, oh, very, very often. So this is the gap between giving and receiving, and
Yes.
it's always the same everywhere, in every organizations. It's this kind of 50-60% gap, and it may be because we are not used to receive these compliments, this praise, recognition, because we are not maybe we do not feel enough worth it, that we are not worth it. Maybe we just can't hear it because it's not in our world. It's not a part of our vocabulary. Maybe because we feel it's not sincere, it's not authentic. There are a lot of different things that prevent us from really hearing these compliments and praises and recognitions. And also, if we hear it, then we start to make excuses. If somebody, for example, says to me, you did this very good, it was nothing. That's our usual reaction. It
Right.
was nothing. I
It's not.
just did it
Yeah.
because.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah.
And we should recognize ourselves, because if we recognize ourselves, others will recognize us, and we should be happy because somebody took time to recognize our efforts,
Absolutely.
that put focus on us, that put
Mm-hmm.
attention to us, and is giving us something good.
Absolutely. Yeah, true. Yeah, very, very true. If we take a look at Slovenian companies, right? Tell me a little bit. So, do you see a trend of Slovenian companies recognizing that happiness is important at work? So, happy workers or, co-workers are important, or is the trend declining, or is it the same? How is the trend going? What would you say?
Yes, the things are slowly moving upwards. Too slow, definitely, because if we think about all the benefits that happiness at work or well-being at work or anything brings for people and for companies, for organizations, we can say that we put a lot of money on the table. Because happy people, like I already said, they're productive, creative, innovative. They go an extra mile. They're very good in crisis. They lead better. They're really good. And also organizations who have happy environments, who have happy employees, they can also be a better employers, because we all know that it's really hard to get good people, good employees, talented employees, and especially these young people are very picky where they are going to work. It's not so much about the money, but it's more about the meaning, how they can contribute to the world, to the society, how they can do something meaningful with their work. It's not that they are at work from 8 to 4 for 30 years to get some salary or something. They want something more. And with happy environments, it is possible to attract such people.
Absolutely.
When it was COVID, it looked like companies really transformed, and they were really doing quite a lot for their people, a lot of them. But then with the crisis and everything that came after COVID, things again changed, and there is again much more focus on numbers or results than on people and relations. And our survey that I mentioned before, for the first time last year, numbers were falling. Yes, the general happiness was lower. The satisfaction with work was lower. And it is something to really think about. What are we going to do?
Yeah. So if you could give one advice or two, maybe three advices to maybe the HR or the CEO of the companies, what should they do to make the environment in the company more happier, let's say, yeah, in this sense?
Absolutely put people first. People are really the strategic advantage, the competitive advantage, and they really should be put in the focus and create this positive working experience and encouraging working environments. And a lot of communication. Communication is also what is needed, that people will know what is going on, that people will have information about the work, what they need for work, and
instructions.
Then they talk with each other, that they know each other, because it's easier to work with somebody that you know how to approach this person and how to work together. And what makes me sad is also that people don't say good morning to each other in companies.
Wow.
There's a lot of cases where people don't say good morning. They just come at work and go to their places, and that's it. Especially if this person is a leader, then it's really, really terrible, because leaders have a lot of influence on their people.
Absolutely.
What leaders do, employees somehow do as well. Because it's recognized like wanted behavior, good behavior that should be in the company, and they really look employees really look up to the leaders. And it's like, I like to say that leading and parenting is very similar. Because kids also look up to us, what we are doing. It's not important what we are saying, but what we are doing. It's also the same with the employees.
Absolutely, I agree. So if we take a look, or if we move a little bit further, you mentioned that you opened up also a school because you have a school, right? So you also teach people how to be happy at work, but you also said that you opened up an academy or school in Croatia. So why did you decide to do this move, if I may ask? Was it a strategic plan or something that you felt you have to do because it's part of your mission?
Actually, it was really nice story because we were giving lectures at one of our faculties.
Right.
And there was a lady from Croatia listening to us, and she was really amazed by how it's possible to be happy at work and something like this exists. And she contacted us, and we agreed to have a meeting to chat. And somehow it grows this idea that we are going to do something in Croatia because she is working in a very toxic environment, and she's now trying to make her happy at work, and she wants to do also for others. So we somehow agreed that we will work together on this. We will help her, provide her with knowledge, experience, and everything. So last year we made the first Happiness at Work conference in Croatia, and then also the first academy, the first generation of chief happiness officers in Croatia. But in Croatia, things are worse than in Slovenia.
They are actually worse. Okay.
We also did the similar survey, and the results were quite worse.
They were quite worse. Okay, so a lot of probably transformations are needed there. Yeah. So when you talked about toxic environment, you told us that this lady had worked in a toxic environment. Can you maybe think of an example? How does this look like if it's toxic, or maybe that communication is bad? Because maybe sometimes people feel it, but they think, okay, it's work, I can handle it, even if it's bad, and they don't actually address it. So can you maybe give us an example? How does a bad communication look like? You said not saying good morning, probably this is bad communication, right?
Yeah.
Maybe anything else. Do people use bad words maybe when they talk to each other? Yeah?
Definitely bad words,
Really?
no respect, no civility.
Wow.
Not being polite, like really yelling at each other sometimes. It's really amazing what kind of environments there are in this working world.
I see.
Yeah, and there is a lot of these gossip things and
Right.
talking behind the backs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because if there is an inner circle in the company.
Right.
The team is inner circle, and if we are good together, we can face every challenge that comes from outside. But if we are not good with each other, if we don't communicate, if we are not in good relations, then we have to be careful about each other. Looking if somebody's going to hurt me, if somebody's going to stab me in the back or something, and we don't feel safe, and we cannot fight this outside, these forces from outside.
Right.
So it's really important that we work, that we are aligned, that we're connected, that we are safe at work. But not safe just like physical safe, but psychological safe.
Psychologically safe. What can a person do in a toxic environment? So what would be your advice, for a person to do? Should they tell the leader, the head of the group, the team, or what can they do to make the environment better? Or themselves? You said that value maybe is one of the things, or respect.
Everything starts with me. I have to take care of my own happiness because no one else will. I have to decide that I'm going to be happy, that I'm going to take care of myself, and then I have to do something, and others will follow, because only one person can change things in environment because we follow people, we look up to other people. There is also a research that is saying that if with one good deed or with one good word, we can make up to 1,000 people happy.
Absolutely.
Also the people we don't know. And this is really important, and that's why being happy is very responsible act. So everything must begin with me. I have to feel good, I have to be happy, I have to take care of myself, then I can help others. Like on the plane, when flight attendant says if something happens, you should put the oxygen mask first to yourself, use yourself, then you can help others. It's the same with the happiness. And then you can start with some small acts like for others, because if you make others happy, you make yourself happy. You can smile at people. That's very simple. You can give them compliments. You can make them a coffee. You can make your boss a coffee, because sometimes we forget about our bosses, our leaders, and we just think they are there that they should take care of us, but they're also people.
Exactly.
There's a lot of small things that we can do for each other and help each other, and I think that's the next step when you try with these things. But if it's not going, then you might reconsider the quitting.
I see. This would be actually my next question. So what do people actually in extreme situations then need to do? And the quitting, you say it's probably then the last resort, but necessary if things don't improve, right? Yeah, absolutely. So when you said that we sometimes forget about the bosses, the leaders, right? Now let's look at it from another side. Do you think that people, like, this is a little bit maybe paradoxical, but I'll ask you anyway, because you did mention this before we had this interview, spoiled. Do you think that people are in a way also spoiled? Because what we talked about is like, okay, we do have maybe situations needs to improve. There are so many options, but still people don't take action. They wait maybe even for happiness to be given by somebody else. Do you think that this is going on and they're a little bit spoiled with everything, with all the info, with all the options that they can, improve themselves, be more happy?
Yes, we can say that they are spoiled, because we are stuck in this comfort zone. And when we ask people whether they like their work, majority of them, like 10% of people say, yes, I love my work. 20%, 15% says, no, I hate my work. But others, 70-80%, they're just something.
Yeah.
I don't know. And this is dangerous, because these people live in comfort zone. They don't do anything about to change it. It is a little bit cozy, a little bit predictable. They know what's going to happen, for example, and it's okay like it is. And then they also say, oh, that's the thing, we have always done this before, and so it's going to be. We are not going to change because it's okay. But it's not okay, because these people are not living themselves, are not living to their potentials, and it's not good for them long term related. And we are also taking a lot of things for granted. Like we have for granted that we have vacation, that we get paid for vacation, that we have regular pay. There are people who do not get regular pay. That we take for granted that we have work day of 8 hours, predictable from 8 to 4, for example. That we can take sick days, but there are people that are not able to do it.
True.
And that is when I mean that we are spoiled.
They're spoiled, or that we are spoiled in some way.
Yeah. And then we complain because we don't have bigger pay, because we always can find something to complain about. That's in our nature. And then we see just the bad things. and we go into this vortex of negativity. And we complain, and life seems and work seems not so good.
Not so good, exactly. Yeah, in the long run. You told me, I believe before, that most of your clients are women, right? Even the companies are women. So my question for you is, why do you think this is? Are women maybe more unhappy at work and that's why they come to you? Or is there maybe some other reason that maybe men don't talk about being happy or unhappy so much, or they don't have maybe any support systems behind them? What's going on? What is your opinion about this?
This second thing, yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
okay.
Yeah, because women are empowered. We have, in the course of history, especially last, let's say, 50 years, we have done a lot for women. The world has done a lot, the society has done a lot for women, and the world has been created to support them. But we forgot about the men.
Okay.
Because we were just focused on that men are bad, that men are that they that they're toxic, that they're bad, that they do not treat others well. But I think a lot of men are okay, are great persons. What seems alarming for me is that these young men, they're somehow lost how to be good men. They don't know. They don't have role models to be a good man. There are few role models how to be a good man, how to love women, how to take care of women, how to live in synergy, how to live together, how to show that they are also vulnerable and that they also have emotions. That's what scares me, and I think we should do a lot more for young men than we have done in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I do agree to a certain degree that there is a different dynamic absolutely now, and it's transforming into totally different dynamic. And as you say, yes, there's a lot of options, I think. And also women, I think, we do talk more. I mean, how we feel, I would say, we do talk about this more freely than maybe men, right? They feel maybe a little bit unsupported as well. I see. Okay, so with everything you've seen until now, right? And you went through personal business transformation as well. Do you, at the end, because we're nearing the end of this podcast, do you think that you can, or that we can build truly healthy, great workplaces, happy workplaces? Is this a possibility?
Yes, definitely this is a possibility. But like I have already said, it has to start with me, with individual, and we have to be really determined about it. It is a decision, and then it is work. It is a training. I like to say that happiness is a training. Like you train for the marathon. When, for example, today you run 500 meters, tomorrow 800, then it's 1 kilometer, and then it's 42 kilometers.
Right.
During the time, so we have to train also for happiness, because
I see.
happiness is the art of small steps.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you 100%. Yeah, it's like you make decisions every single day to be happy, right?
Yeah.
So you have to make them if you want this. You said it so beautifully in the beginning, it's a lifestyle, and lifestyle really needs you to be focused with your mind, your body, soul, emotions, let's say, that you change the habits and so on, right? Very, very well. So Petra, where can people find you? So do you have Facebook, Instagram, webpage? Where can they contact you if they would like to explore the options of being happy at work?
Yes, we are in social media with under the names Ambassadors of Happiness at Work. I guess that you will be adding these links to our social media.
Exactly.
So you will have everything. We also have a web page. It's in Slovene language with a lot of different stuff about happiness at work, about happiness in general.
Awesome.
So you can read and learn about it. Yes, you can also find us on YouTube. We have quite a lot of different videos
Awesome.
with advices on happiness at work.
Awesome.
And we are also opening academy in October, Chief Happiness Officers Academy, and we are also preparing something new for the autumn. But if you will be with us on social media, you will learn about it.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Yeah. So all the listeners and viewers, you can check out Petra's webpage, social medias around this video. Yeah. So you can click on all the links and contact her. And Petra, for the end, I will say you prepared some gift for the listeners and viewers,
Yeah.
or let's say a challenge, right?
Yes,
So what is the
yes.
challenge about?
We like challenges.
Yeah, we do.
And our clients also like challenges, so it's a good one. We prepared different 21-day challenges because we believe that in 21 days we can create a new habit. And we would like you to create a habit of being happy in life, of being happy at work. So you will find these different happy challenges, and I hope you will go through it. And I would be really happy if you send me a feedback. How was it? How was your transformation? And how did you manage to create your happy habit?
Wow, so 21 days of this challenge. I will also take it, by the way. I'll give you feedback then. So
Great.
where can we find these challenges? Do you have a link? Do you have a PDF that you can send it to the listeners and viewers?
It is on our web page, and it will
Okay.
be in the link. Yeah.
Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. So click the link and go into 21 days, this 21-day challenge. Like I said, I will also participate. I'm looking forward to that. So Petra, thank you very much again for your time today. And absolutely, I feel definitely positive and happy to be speaking with you today.
Me too. Thank you, Katja, again for having me. I'm really happy now. I feel like it's Friday, but any day is a happy day.
Today is Tuesday, by the way, for all the people who
Yeah.
listen and view. It's not Monday,
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yes, Tuesday, and yesterday was also a good day.
Exactly.
So, yeah, being happy is great. So try it.
Try it, right? Okay, thank you very much, Petra. Bye. Bye bye.
Bye.